All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Atlantic City, New Jersey, it's showtime!
Yeah, Murat showed some personality in the fighter meeting when we asked him what concerns him most about Hopkins. He quickly quipped his mask as he crowds Hopkins along the ropes, misses with a sweeping left hook. A counter right hand connects by Hopkins.
Hopkins, like Floyd Mayweather, makes people throw less punches. But in this fight, Murat is throwing a lot of punches early.
Atlantic City, where Bernard Hopkins holds a record of 15-2. As we mentioned, Murat making his first trip to the United States, and a lead left hook connects by the challenger. And Hopkins sticking his tongue out at Murat. Hopkins has trouble here in round 3. His lone loss, a stoppage after 9 rounds a couple of years back against Nathan Cleverly. But a good start here for the challenger.
Murat believes in that left hook right now, and he's cranking it up.
Right hand to the body by Hopkins. Murat goes over the top with the left hook to the body. There's a counter right hand by Hopkins, who has to get away from the ropes and finally does so.
Hopkins picking up the pace a little bit this round now. He's starting to throw more punches, roughing up Murat on the inside. And there's a little combinations there.
Lead right hand by Hopkins. Right hand to the body, then the right hand over top. Murat continues to walk him down. Using the jab, misses with the right cross.
Hopkins getting confident. Nice putting punches together.
Jab by Murat. Another jab. Lead right hand by Hopkins. And now they begin to throw punches. Final 10 seconds of the 4th frame, with the IBF Light Heavyweight Championship hanging in the balance. B-Hop's legendary career began 25 years ago in 1988.
There's been more action and more exchanges in this fight than some might have expected, and then you might often see them.
And there's the chant of B-Hop.
Murat is now backing up on his own, sometimes without Bernard even needing to throw. Getting aggressive there.
Murat with a right uppercut on the inside. As we pass the midway point of the 6th round, left hook to the body by Murat.
Murat has thrown some good shots there.
There's a left hook to the head.
Yeah, but B-Hop is doing his own body work as well. This is actually some good exchanges in this fight.
All right, so how does the Showtime crew have it through 6 rounds? Here are the unofficial scores.
Well, we're all in agreement, that's for sure. And Steve, we see this fight as a draw. It's pretty close, huh?
Pretty close. The difference is that Hopkins, being an older fighter, took a little bit of time to warm up and get started. And he's letting his right hand go now as Murat backs up at times. He wasn't doing that in the first couple or 3 rounds, which I thought he lost.
Slip jab by Hopkins, another jab by the champion. Now he's walking down Murat, right hand, and B-Hop putting on the pressure. Left hook by Murat. Hopkins working the body. Wow. Now Hopkins showing some speed here. Great combinations, and the crowd is on its feet. Great action back and forth here in round 7.
Let him go, Bernard. Let him go. Beautiful, Bernard.
There is only one other active world titleist in his 40s, that being Vitaly Klitschko, who's 42. He announced earlier this week that he's running for president of the Ukraine. His career may be in limbo, but Hopkins here with Murat. What a great back and forth affair here in round 7.
Good right hand by Murat there. Murat's got to jump on him now.
Karo Murat in his 28th professional bout. Bernard Hopkins in his 30th World Championship affair.
Would you have thought that we'd be in round 8 and 48-year-old Bernard Hopkins was in a kind of a brawl with Karo Murat? That's interesting.
You just never know what Hopkins is going to give you. He knows what to do to win. He takes the fight to places where he can take it. He can get in your mind. He can physically take you out of your game and mentally take you out of your game.
Right hand and a left. And in the clinch, Hopkins throwing those left hands.
Murat looks frustrated now.
Murat in his, as you said, in his big test against Nathan Cleverly did not.
There's nothing wrong with what Hopkins is doing there. Murat was the one holding his other arm.
Finish your thought, Al.
I think, well, I was going to referee needs to get in there and deal. What's this about?
Hopkins talking to Murat's corner.
Now Murat with the left hand and a right hand, and Murat, but now Hopkins coming back with a blistering combo, and the crowd here electric in Atlantic City. Left hook and a right hand. Hopkins putting on the pressure. What a fight here in round 8. Terrific stuff here in the home stretch of the 8th round. 48-year-old IBF light heavyweight champion Bernard Hopkins, 30-year-old challenger Karo Murat. The crowd is electric. And really, it's a case of Karo Murat bringing out the best of Bernard Hopkins as the mandatory challenger comes to the United States for the first time, lands a right hand, right uppercut, and now it's Murat opening up on Hopkins. Hopkins doing a good job, though, with the shoulder roll, with the defense, and now carrying on a conversation, and he backs Murat up to the ropes. Left hook by Murat. What a terrific fight this is turning out to be, Al.
Hopkins have landed a lot of right hands. He probably opened up the cut on Murat's eye with that right hand, and he's finding a home for every time he shoots it.
Doing a good job of avoiding a lot of Murat's punches now despite being in the corner. But there's a 1-2 that connects, and another left hook by Murat. And back and forth we go.
Look at it trading.
Toe to toe at the end of round 9. Just past the minute mark here of round 10. In close, double left hand by the champion Hopkins. There's a jab by Murat. Hopkins working the body and going upstairs with the left. Final 15 seconds of the 10th round. Hopkins bobbing and weaving. Murat attacking the body. Overhand right by Hopkins. We are headed to the championship rounds.
I need a knockout. I need a knockout. I need a knockout.
Hopkins saying he needs the knockout. I don't know if that's the case. I'm sure he would like to end the draw. We mentioned it earlier. It's been over 9 years since he stopped Oscar De La Hoya with a liver shot. And the 12th and final round begins here at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. IBF light heavyweight champion Bernard Hopkins. What more can be said about his illustrious accomplishments? But Murat is there. He's initiating the offense, but maybe too little, too late.
Well, he's wailing away in this round, Murat. And both men are going to go at it in this round.
There's a right hand to the body, a counter left hook to the head by Murat. And nice stiff right hand by Hopkins. And Murat turns his back to him, and Hopkins going on the attack. Murat has to be careful as well. If you turn your back to your opponent, the referee could stop the fight, right? What more is left in Murat's tank? And will Hopkins be able to close the show with a KO? There's a left hook and a right hand backing up Murat.
Murat went straight back, got caught while he backed straight up.
Things getting a little ugly down the stretch with 15 seconds left. Whether it was BJ, whether it was the executioner, or now the alien, Bernard Hopkins remains a physical marvel. Will he remain champion? We're about to find out. What a fight!
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement. All three in favor of the winner. And still, the IBF light heavyweight champion of the world,